Have you ever wondered about the teachings of Jesus regarding Satan that often go overlooked? In the vast expanse of religious texts, some pearls of wisdom can sometimes fade into the background. Today we're going to bring them to the forefront. We'll be delving into a topic that's as fascinating as it is profound. 5 teachings from Jesus about Satan that are not commonly discussed or widely known. The importance of understanding these teachings cannot be overstated. They provide a deeper insight into the nature of good and evil, offering a more comprehensive understanding of religious texts. They shed light on the complexities of faith and spirituality, and they challenge us to contemplate the profound mysteries of existence. So, are you ready to delve deeper into your understanding and challenge your perceptions? Dive into this journey of discovery and understanding as we unearth 5 teachings from Jesus about Satan that many might not know. The first teaching takes us to the Gospel of John, where Jesus refers to Satan as the father of lies. Now, what does this mean? To grasp the weight of this title, we must first understand the concept of deception. Deception, in essence, is the act of causing someone to accept as true or valid what is false or invalid. It's a tool often used to mislead, to divert, to cause confusion. By referring to Satan as the father of lies, Jesus was not simply stating that Satan tells untruths. No, it was a deeper indictment, a statement about the very character of the adversary. It's an assertion that lying, the creation and propagation of falsehoods, is intrinsic to Satan's nature. Just as a spider spins a web, Satan spins lies, and he does so with a specific purpose: to deceive, to mislead, and to create chaos. This understanding of Satan as the father of lies serves as a stark reminder of the constant battle between truth and deception. It emphasizes the importance of discernment, of seeking truth amidst a world where falsehood can so easily pervade. And it highlights the stark contrast between Satan, the purveyor of lies, and Jesus, who proclaimed himself to be the way, the truth, and the life. Understanding Satan as the father of lies can open up a new perspective on the battle between truth and deception. In the second teaching, we find Jesus labeling Satan as the prince of this world. Now, this is not to say that Satan holds total control, but rather, he has a significant influence on the worldly affairs and the lives of people. This metaphorical title given by Jesus signifies Satan's temporal and limited authority, primarily over those who choose to live outside of God's righteousness. The term prince here denotes a ruler or a leader, but it's important to remember that Satan's rule is fundamentally different from God's. It's based on deceit, manipulation, and fostering a spirit of rebellion against divine authority. While God rules with love, justice, and truth, Satan's rule is marked by chaos, suffering, and falsehood. This teaching sheds light on the spiritual warfare that's constantly going on around us, largely unseen. It's a battle between good and evil, light and darkness, truth and lies. Understanding that Satan has influence in the world helps us comprehend why there's so much pain, suffering, and injustice around us. It's not that God has abandoned us, but rather we live in a world where the Prince of Darkness is constantly attempting to lead people astray. However, the good news is that Jesus has overcome the world and its prince. His victory on the cross ensures that Satan's reign is temporary. Recognizing Satan's influence in the world can help us navigate our lives with more spiritual awareness. Jesus' third and fourth teachings reveal Satan as a murderer and the tempter. Diving into these roles, Satan as a murderer isn't about physical death. Rather, it's about spiritual death. The Bible teaches that Satan seeks to kill our spiritual life, that connection we have with God, by leading us into sin. His aim is to separate us from the eternal life that God offers. Satan, the murderer, works in the shadows of our lives, whispering lies, fostering doubt, fueling anger, and nurturing our worst impulses. His ultimate goal? To sever our relationship with God, the source of life itself. Now to the fourth teaching, Satan as the tempter. This role is closely intertwined with his role as a murderer. The Bible portrays Satan as the one who tempts humans to sin, to make choices that lead away from God and towards spiritual death. He tempted Eve in the Garden of Eden, he tempted Jesus in the wilderness, and he continues to tempt us today. Satan's temptations often appear attractive, sometimes even reasonable. They may promise pleasure, power, or wisdom, but these are illusions, mere mirages designed to lead us astray. So how does one resist? By grounding ourselves in God's truth, by growing in faith, and by seeking strength in prayer. We can resist the tempter, just as Jesus did in the wilderness. However, it's essential to remember that Satan's power is limited. He may be a murderer and a tempter, but he is not all-powerful. God's grace and love are infinitely stronger than any temptation. God doesn't abandon us in our struggles. Instead, He provides us with the spiritual armor necessary to resist Satan's attacks. In examining these teachings, we begin to see a fuller picture of Satan's character and tactics. But more importantly, we gain a deeper understanding of the spiritual warfare that is a part of our daily lives. Comprehending Satan's role as a murderer and tempter allows us to better understand the nature of temptation and the value of resistance. Finally, the fifth teaching presents Satan as the enemy of God and man. This profound declaration encapsulates the adversarial nature of Satan, not just against the divine, but also against humanity. This enmity is not a mere rivalry or competition, but a deep-seated opposition to all that is good, holy, and life-affirming. The repercussions of this enmity permeate our spiritual journey. As the enemy, Satan seeks to steer us away from the path of righteousness, to hinder our progress towards spiritual maturity. His tactics may vary, from subtle temptations to blatant deceptions, but his goal remains the same: to lead us astray, to keep us from experiencing the fullness of life intended by God. But why should we care? Understanding Satan as an enemy is crucial because it shapes how we approach our spiritual warfare. It reminds us that the spiritual realm is not neutral ground. It is a battleground where forces of good and evil contend. The stakes are high: our spiritual growth, our capacity to love, our eternal destiny. So how do we respond? With vigilance, with prayer, and with the cultivation of virtues. We arm ourselves with truth, with faith, with the armor of God. We strive not just to resist the enemy, but to grow in goodness, to become more like our Creator. Recognizing Satan as an enemy helps us to focus on our spiritual growth and the pursuit of goodness. These 5 teachings shed light on Jesus' perspective on Satan, a perspective that is often overlooked. We've journeyed through the characterizations of Satan as the father of lies, the prince of this world, a murderer, the tempter, and the enemy of God and man. Each of these underscores the importance of understanding this aspect of spiritual teachings. Now, what if I told you that you could instantly tap into an incredibly powerful, subconscious force that's right under your nose? If you're curious, click the link in the description below to listen to the 1-minute prayer. This ancient wisdom can transform your life by manifesting wealth, abundance, and blessings. Don't wait. Take the first step towards a prosperous future now. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to leave a comment below letting me know what you think.